What's up, guys? It's Cool Whip Tim coming back at you with another video. I'm basically gonna do a review of the past week of football, like the news and shit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into my divisional round weekend picks. Okay, I'm gonna start off with basically saying the Los Angeles Chargers is probably the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. Their logo looks stupid. It looks like the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Los Angeles Dodgers had a fucking baby. They don't belong in LA. The Chargers don't deserve LA. All the San Diego fans are pissed as shit, except one, which is my main man, Raji. Shout out to him, man. He's probably one of the only Charger fans I actually fucking respect. But, yeah, man, LA Chargers, man, that sounds stupid as hell. They're going to play in Carson for the next 2 years over at StubHub Stadium before they go and share the next stadium with the Rams up there in 2019, okay? They're a better team than the Rams, I gotta say. Phillip Rivers, I know he doesn't want to be there anymore, especially since he hates LA and he has like fucking 8 kids, so it's gonna be very expensive for him. Like, not like it fucking matters to him anyway. He's a millionaire, but just the atmosphere is not as good, nice as San Diego, according to him and shit. But it is what it is, man. It's cool, so because I might want to go to. I wanted to go to a Chargers Raiders game up there in San Diego, but now since they're in LA, I can just drive an hour instead of 3 hours down to San Diego. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically it. The fucking Broncos hired Vance Joseph as their next head coach. The fucking Broncos, man. That's funny as hell. Vance Joseph? I think he was the defensive coordinator for the Dolphins. Yeah, defensive coordinator for the Dolphins. That's funny as hell, man. Fuck Denver. Vance Joseph, yeah, man, that's probably a stupid ass hire. They could have easily probably had Terrell Lawson up there from Detroit. They could have had Mike McCoy from San Diego. They had a lot of different options. They could have Sean McDermott from Carolina. Now he's up there in Buffalo. Yeah, that's basically what they all could have had, but they chose Vance Joseph instead. So that's basically it. The Broncos, they probably ain't going to be relevant for a long ass time. Let's just be fucking real here. The top of the division is probably going to be Oakland and Kansas City again for the remaining like 4 years, somewhere around there. Unless San Diego makes a splash in the draft, then we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it. The Raiders, they part ways with Bill Musgrave. His contract expired, so we're not bringing him back. So we promote Todd Downing, our quarterbacks coach, offensive coordinator. I like this, especially since his contract was expiring. I'd rather get rid of Musgrave than Mike Tice, our line coach. Mike Tice is probably one of the main reasons our offensive line is fucking stacked and it's badass. Bill Musgrave, man. All the screens and all the fucking runs from the shotgun, that's just never got us anywhere, to be fucking real here. Whenever we ran it from under center, whenever we ran it from there, we always had some really good runs back then. Murray, Washington, and Jalen Richard all had great runs from the under center. But whenever we were in the gun, it was always, they had no momentum. They just got the ball and started running with it. That would only work if you had Le'Veon Bell with his patience. But besides Le'Veon Bell, that shit would not work for your life, man. You gotta run it from under center, and that way you can get some play actions going. You can't have no play action from the gun type shit, because that shit doesn't work either, man. We keep Ken Norton Jr. I don't see why we do that. Bruce Irvin is over here saying that the system works, but I guess we'll see what happens with that, because Ken Norton's probably had the shittiest defense in the NFL for the past 2 years. So that's kind of shitty. Yeah, man. We can look forward to the draft. We need a good corner, because Sean Smith is fat as shit, is fat as hell. Amerson looking like the scrub again. Both of them just got burned last year. They didn't have good seasons. We need one badass corner, okay? We need one badass corner. A linebacker would be nice, and a nose tackle up in the inside pass rush. Up there, take up Dan Williams' spot, because Dan Williams playing like trash last year. But one man I want, it's gonna be hard to get him. We might have to trade up for him, but I say if we can trade up for him, do it. Reuben Foster, linebacker from Alabama. That guy is a beast, man. I was watching him in the championship game against Clemson. Dude was everywhere. He just a badass inside linebacker, man. He was everywhere. I don't know how many tackles. I know he got over 10 tackles. The guy was a beast, man. To have him up there with Bruce Irvin and Mac and all them boys in the front seven, oh my god, this shit would be nasty. And a good pass rush basically makes our secondary look better. So if we can get to the quarterback and have him make shitty throws, our defense, our secondary, more like Carl Joseph, because let's be real here, our corners are fucking garbage. Carl Joseph could probably make a play. Maybe even Reggie Nelson, he always comes out of nowhere, makes one stupid ass play, even though the guy can't tackle for shit. But it happens. Yeah, I want Reuben Foster. Or I know we're not gonna get Peppers, so I just completely blanked him. I don't know why, but CBSSports.com had him going number 22 to the fucking Dolphins. Like, Jabril Peppers isn't shitty. Dude, Jabril Peppers is a top 5 pick, man. If anyone can get him within that range, if he gets past 10, it's a fucking steal. Because Jabril Peppers is badass. You're gonna check it out by the combine, and at his pro day. His draft stock's gonna go way the fuck up. But yeah, that's basically what we want. I just want a corner, nose tackle, or a linebacker. One of those two would be fucking fantastic. Yeah, that's basically it. So now I'm going to get into my divisional round picks, okay? Starting with the Dallas Cowboys versus the Green Bay Packers. I got the Packers blowing the shit out of the Cowboys, man. Because due to the fact that Aaron Rodgers is a monster, okay? I don't think he's going to lose to 2 rookies in the playoffs. I understand they blew him out up there in Lambeau Field week 5 or week 6, one of those two. I think it was week 6. They blew him out the fucking water up there in Lambeau Field. And Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing that good. But ever since he started saying, oh, he was going to run the table, they've won 7 straight games, blew the shit out of the Giants, and fucking, and go ahead and just, I think they're going to go into Jerry World and blow out the Cowboys. I don't care what anyone says. That defense is not as elite as it was early in the season, okay? That offense, Green Bay's defense has been playing so much better. During this win streak, they've been playing so much better. And I think they're going to contain Zeke. They're going to contain Zeke and Dak. Because when Dak gets under pressure, he makes terrible throws, as shown in both Giants games, okay? Especially since they're rookie and there's no experience in the playoff whatsoever. I know you're like, oh, they have Jason Witten and Dez. They've only played in, 3 playoff games their whole fucking lives? Yeah, man, they barely have playoff experience themselves. So that's why I think they're going to lose this game. Aaron Rodgers is going to go in and just shit on that defense. Ty Montgomery's going to get some yards. I don't know if Jordy Nelson's going to play yet, but if he does, oh my god, that guy's going to have a field day against those fucking corners. Yeah, so I got the Green Bay Packers blowing the shit out of the Cowboys. Alright? Next game, we got the Seahawks and the Falcons up there in ATL. It's actually funny because they're over here saying that Atlanta's going to go ahead and play future songs that troll Russell Wilson. That's fucking funny, in my opinion. But I'm going to take the Falcons, man. The Falcons have a badass offense. They have the best offense in the league, actually. But, yeah, I'm going to take the Falcons and go ahead and beat the Seahawks because I think Matt Ryan is too good, especially with the Seahawks not having Earl Thomas. That's basically going to hurt them, especially in this game, going up against Julio Jones, which is not by far, he's the second best receiver in the league behind Antonio Brown. It's not far, but I think Julio is a close second to Antonio Brown. I think Antonio Brown is just a monster and just can run routes really good and he's fast as shit. But Julio is like right there next to him, man. It goes Antonio, Julio, Odell, AJ Green, and then I'm gonna be biased on this one. I think Amar's the 5th best receiver in the league when he doesn't drop passes. But that's basically it, man. I got the Falcons over here beating the Seahawks because I don't think Russell Wilson's gonna play that good. Atlanta's defense isn't that bad either. Vic Beasley's a fucking monster. He led the league in sacks. Vic Beasley, even though they don't have Desmond Trufant for the rest of the season, I still think their defense can hold up Russell Wilson. I fucking doubt Quentin Richardson's going to go ahead and have a fucking stellar game again like he did against the Lions. That's just not going to happen. Jermaine Kearse, Doug Baldwin, I don't think they're going to have fantastic games against the Falcons by any chance. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Atlanta Falcons against the Seahawks, okay? All right, now up to the AFC. They got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Steelers up there in Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. I got the Steelers blowing the shit out of the Steelers, just due to the fact that the big 3-headed monster up there in Pittsburgh, Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell are going to blow the shit out of Kansas City, just like they did back in week number 4 in Pittsburgh. Even though it was in Pittsburgh, it was Le'Veon Bell's first game back since the suspension. He basically just killed them. So I think he's going to do it again. I don't care if it's an Arrowhead with all that noise up there. I still think that Big Ben's going to have a good game. Antonio Brown just had to have a monster game like he always does against anybody he fucking plays. Le'Veon Bell, he's going to get at least like 25 touches, get some good yardage, especially after he broke that record last week for most rush yards in a Steelers postseason game. Yeah, man, I'm going to take Le'Veon Bell. I'm going to take Le'Veon Bell, Big Ben, and Antonio in the Steelers against Kansas City because I don't think Kansas City can hold up against them. And Pittsburgh's defense has been playing very fucking good lately. especially against the Dolphins. The Dolphins going to get shit going. Like, I know they had Matt Moore playing, but still that defense was a stellar. And Bud Dupree, go ahead and licked fucking Matt Moore's chops. Oh my god, that was a monster hit. That shit was amazing. But yeah, man, I'm gonna take the Steelers to go ahead and blow the shit out of Kansas City. Cause I don't think Alex Smith can get it done in the playoffs. That's just being fucking real. I know they swept us during the season, but I just don't care. Last game is the Patriots and Texans up there in Foxborough. This is an easy pick. Fucking New England. Brock Osweiler sucks. I know he killed us last week, but it's the fucking Patriots. They had the best scoring defense in the league. They got Tom Brady still on the offensive side. The Tom Brady, Edelman. I know they don't have Gronk, but that doesn't really matter. I've still got the Patriots going ahead. So the Patriots, Steelers in the AFC Championship. Then you got the Packers and Falcons up there in the NFC Championship, okay? Those are two really good games, actually. So those are my picks for the Divisional Round weekend and my review of the last week in football. So you guys have a great day. It's Cool Whip Tim. Hit me up on Twitter. Cool Whip Tim. I'll have all the links in the description box. Twitter, Instagram. That's basically it, guys. All right, have a good day, guys. Peace.